Hey guys, Silly here. Today I'm going to take a look at a mission knife I got here. It's a MPK-10 titanium with serrated hydrous sheath. Anyhow, let's take a look at what it looks like inside. No documentation, just the box and wrapped up. Doesn't seem to be any documentation yet. There's a protective wrap. So this is a, like I said, it's a high, how do I pronounce this? Hytrel sheath. Feels a lot like Kydex, but anyways. Taking a look at the sheath itself, it's got itself a rubber lock, as well as a buckled nylon strap. A few options for tying down. No ties, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Let's see the blade now. Yeah, it's pretty tight. It's not going to come out very easy, like even without tying it down. It's tight in there. So give it a good yank. Oh, it's still tight. Okay, so I got it out. You can see there's some, ooh, that's no good. There's some extra little knobs in there. Those things grip into the blade quite aggressively. See the markings from that, but anyhow, we've got a titanium blade, full titanium. Now, I assume that when the designer decided to make these full titanium, he was thinking scuba. Perhaps I'm wrong, but they make great scuba knives because they're not going to rust. I think the only thing that will rust is probably this button on the nylon that might, collect some rust, but this can probably even be gone. We can just use this rubber thing here, rubber tie. Now the blade's pretty long, pretty aggressive. Narrows down. As you can see, the tip goes quite aggressively down. Doesn't hold a straight line. This appears to be pretty straight with the eye. Nice aggressive serrations, and the serrations are on an angle too. Instead of being all the way of the same length. The handle, what is this handle made of? Maybe it's the same. Let me check this thing again. I think it's the handle that's hydro, and this is a Kydex. I could be wrong though. I'll have to double check all that information. Nice lanyard hole. The knife looks well made. You can see how it's like in here, how it's definitely handmade and not production, or it might be production, but it looks handmade, especially around here. It's not carved down totally. Now they do say this knife will last a lifetime, and it should be a pretty nice knife. Taking a look at this. This is a bit disappointing, all this quite ugly, but I assume it will hold up over time. Now I wonder if this is supposed to have wobble there. It seems to be cut, as if, yeah, but it doesn't reach. I guess this is to give it some play, a little more play, and still hold. Like this can be more tight against the leg and still hold the blade. But I wonder why they would design it like that and then cut it. I wonder if it's just this one. I wonder if they're all like that. I'll have to ask and see if they're all like that. That's a bit disappointing in here. Rubber tab looks proper, like you can see that's clearly designed to have that that give. Maybe that's why, because this has give, and they decided to give this some give. But then when you strap this down, maybe to get it on and off the buckle easier, so you don't have to like slide it on and off the blade on the belt. You can just hook it in like this on the belt, and then the knife will hold it nice and tight, and then take out the knife and off the belt a little easier, perhaps. Anyhow, this knife's pretty heavy. Now I assume this thing, there's no way it's gonna float, but you know, for scuba it's gonna drop. But it feels handle heavy, but center of balance. Center of balance is somewhere right around that first finger spot, which is pretty good. You know, the blade's longer than the handle. The blade's longer than the handle. It's got a nice grip to it. No jimping, but I assume you'll be wearing gloves with this, especially if you're a diver. It looks solid, thick, nice thick blade. Anyhow, that's the Mission MPK-10. Hope to get a 12 soon. Take a look at that, compare it in size. This is like this is quite similar to like a Mad Dog. It reminds me of a Mad Dog, but of course it's not. I wonder if there's any issues in there about Mad Dog design. Anyhow, nice knife. This handle feels pretty soft. Like it doesn't have any give. But when you feel it in your hand, it just feels like a sponge. Oh, feels really comfortable. This handle's fantastic. Okay, well that's it. I'll take some pictures of it now.